guys, welcome back to my channel. It is me, Tonie.Wan, and I am back after a 2-month hiatus.
I wanna be a great one. I wanna be a great one. I wanna make $1 million.
I have another hair video today, but it's not like a tutorial. It's more of an informational video if you guys would like to take information, because I know some people, when it comes to their hair and what they're doing in their hair, is just like, I don't care. Like, why do you care? Bud out, leave me alone. So I'm just gonna be kind of trying to share information with you guys if you guys would like to absorb it, if you guys would like to research it, because this has been proven, things have been proven on everything that I talk about, because I'm not a person who goes off of what other people say. I go off of my own research, and I have conducted research in this, and I'm not saying that I'm like, I have a degree in this. I'm just saying that I know how to look up things. So today's video is going to be about the famed rice water. And if you don't know what rice water is, it is something that has become famed for hair growth in the DIY hair world, because I don't really know too many professionals that use rice water. But a lot of people say that it makes their hair shiny, it helps with detangling, it helps to moisturize, and I'll tell you guys why I did this later, because it helps to moisturize their hair. And then the big one for everyone is that it helps with hair growth, and that for some people, they say that it took like 10 days for it. So it's not just hair growth, it's fast hair growth, like it's results immediately. And one thing that I learned is that things that you get the fast way are never really, it's not really worth it. In the end, there's always something. About a year ago is when I learned about rice water. It was like when I was doing research on how to really grow my hair faster for the summertime, because summertime for me is like when my hair gets at it like stops. It doesn't stop growing, but it slows down, because I don't do as many protective styles in the summertime that I do in the wintertime. The wintertime for me is like protective style season. My hair is always down, or like it's always braided down, or it's twisted up or something. So I was looking for a way to help me grow my hair out, but not like as fast as everybody else is doing it, because really me, it's like but I came across this video, and I honestly forgot her name of the girl who did the channel, but she was talking about how she was using rice water, and how for her it helped her, and it grew her hair out within days. And her hair was like, I'm not even gonna lie, it was like down here. So I was like, oh, that's cool. That's cool to have hair that's down there. But also the type of person that I am, and being as involved with my hair as I am, I have to know not only the pros of something, but also the cons. And in her video, she was only talking about the pros. So, of course, I had to go and I had to look for the cons. And when I found the cons, the woman who was doing the cons, her hair was the hair that looked like mine. And the woman who was doing the pros, she has like 3A type hair. And that's one thing that I know that naturals, we do that a lot. We think that just because it works for this hair type is going to work for ours, or we try to make it work for our hair type because it works for somebody else's hair type. If it does not work for you, do not use it. In the video for the cons that I found, the woman, she was saying basically, so early when I was doing this for the moisturizer, it is not a moisturizing treatment. What the woman found is that it is a protein treatment, and a lot of us with low porosity hair, protein treatments don't work for us. We don't take in as much moisture as somebody with high porosity hair. Or so while she was doing the protein treatment, and she's doing this back to back, she's doing it daily. And I know a lot of women, you guys do the rice water, you guys do it daily, so that's how you get your results so fast, because you do this daily. And as it is a protein treatment, I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to leave it sitting in your hair. So I hope that if you guys are doing this daily, you're washing it out, you're treating it like a deep conditioner of some sort, because I'm not going to say stop using it because of what I found, because to each his own. And like I said, it's my hair, not you guys' hair. This is why I don't use it for my hair. So she was saying that basically it was a protein treatment, and she was doing it for about 2 to 3 days. And on the last day, her hair was breaking off. It was brittle. It was basically, her hair was like damaged because she was just leaving this. She was doing this every day to her hair. She was doing it every day, every day, every day. It made her hair dry. It made it break off. All of that. So with that being said, when I found the cons, and when the cons came from someone who had my hair type, that to me personally is what made me not want to use rice water. That is my personal reason, because my hair will not accept the rice water. I say this a lot, and you guys know that I say this a lot. Just because it works for someone else's hair does not mean that it's going to work for your hair. I don't force, and please don't try to force, because you try to force and then you get to a point where your hair cannot be fixed, and you're gonna have to cut it off, and you're gonna have to start from square one, and your hair is like down here, and you got to go all the way back to like a transitioning hairstyle. You're not gonna like it. So if it does not work for you, do not use it. Just because you see everybody else saying, hey, rice water works for me, does not mean it'll work for you. And I know a lot of women, it probably didn't work for y'all, but y'all just don't want to say that it didn't work, because all I see on rice water is how it works and how great it is and how awesome it is and how long your hair is. But there are other ways to get your hair long, and I know this because I use those ways, and my hair is like right here right now. And when I started filming my YouTube channel, my hair was only right here. So there are other ways. That to me, those are my personal reasons, because it's not gonna work for me. All right, so those were my personal reasons for why I don't use the rice water, because of what it could potentially do to my hair. These are the next reasons that I have are actually backed by science. It has been shown that there is not even traces, but there's arsenic in rice. If you don't know what arsenic is a natural thing, but it's one of those natural things that to us could be toxic. It could be deadly. Arsenic falls into two categories. It falls into an organic category and an inorganic category. In the organic category, you have like shellfish, you have water, rocks, and soil. And then in the inorganic, when you have rice. Rice is one of the inorganic forms of arsenic. And an inorganic form of arsenic is way more toxic than an organic form of arsenic. Of course, people want to know, how would you remove arsenic from rice? Because people like rice. People eat rice. And the way that people remove arsenic from rice is by soaking the rice in water overnight for 24 hours. And the arsenic, when you soak it, the rice will open up and the arsenic will be released from the rice. And then a lot of people are going to say that there are products that we put in our hair, like perms and stuff. They're going to argue that there are a lot of products that, people are going to argue that there are a lot of hair products that we use that are harmful to us. And I know that for a fact. There are a lot of hair products that are actually carcinogens. And if you guys don't know what carcinogens are products that have chemicals in them that can be linked to cancer or that can cause cancer. And if you guys want to know what products there are, I have this app, it's called the Think Dirty app, that I used a while ago, and basically found that the only natural hair product that I have that's actually a natural hair product is Shea Moisture. So if you guys want to download that, I think it's definitely in the Apple Store, and it's free. But the products that we use that people are going to try to say that they can cause cancer, they can cause, like, they're not healthy for us, are manufactured. They are manufactured to be used in a specific quantity. They are manufactured to be used a specific way, and they're put into stores because this stuff has been tested. It has been tested, it's been proven, and when they put it on the shelves, they give you directions for how to use it, and for how long to use it, and for how long to keep it in your hair, so that it does not harm you, so that it only works to benefit you. Yes, some things, if you use too much of them, it's not good. Too much of one thing is never a good thing. Everyone knows that. So if you're using perms for a long time and it messed up your hair, it's because you're reliant on perms to keep your hair. You use perms like almost every month. Of course, it's gonna do something to your hair. So you can't argue that perms mess up your hair if that's something that you constantly use, you consistently use. With rice water, it is a DIY type of product. Like, it's a do-it-yourself product. So maybe a lot of research and a lot of testing has not been put into actually using rice water. You just take it because you see that it works for somebody else. You don't know how much you're supposed to use. If you're using rice water, I'm hoping that you did your research and you know how much arsenic is being released from the rice and how much arsenic that you're supposed to put in your hair. Like, what level is a safe level to put in your hair to be using, especially if you're using it every day. I hope that you guys are not, because I personally, I don't know. I didn't research how much arsenic is released from rice. I didn't research that. And then there are, you guys, if you do it the ways that I've seen that it's been done, which is by fermentation, you're using it and then you're letting it ferment, you are basically growing bacteria to put in your hair. And if you don't believe me, just really, that's literally, fermentation is you taking something and you breaking it down into something simple by using bacteria. That's what fermentation is. Because if you've done it and you notice when you open it, it's hot, you have living organisms in there that are like living and breathing. So fermentation is that you're using heat, you're using water, you're using heat, some sort of liquid, and bacteria to do this. Like, you're putting living bacteria, you're purposely putting living bacteria in your hair, and that makes me squeamish. That makes my skin kind of, and I hope that you guys know what you're putting in your hair. You're not just putting stuff in your hair just because somebody said, well, this works, and you're just like, okay, that worked for them, let me put it in my hair. That's and there was a video that I watched that this lady, she was arguing, and she had her all her research she had done, and she kept saying how with the fermentation you could be putting parasites in your hair. The thing that I know is that fermentation, most of the time there are probiotics in when things are being fermented with the bacteria and stuff, it's usually probiotic. And you might not be putting parasites in your hair. I don't know. I know enough to know that probiotics are something that helps kill parasites. So you might not be putting parasites in your hair, because she was trying to reference like Monsters Inside Me and saying that just because you don't know that it's there now, that doesn't mean that it's not there, because parasites can lay dormant. But I'm pretty sure you're not putting parasites in your hair just because you're putting bacteria in your hair. Because with fermentation, there are probiotics being used, but I do know that you're putting arsenic, and arsenic is a type of poison. Well, arsenic can be used as a type of poison towards us. So you're putting, it doesn't really, to me, it doesn't matter how much you're doing, like even if you're putting just a small amount, because if you're doing it daily, it's going to equal up to enough that it can be lethal. And like I said, and if I didn't say it, arsenic is a carcinogen. It's been linked to lung cancer, I think brain cancer, diabetes, comas, all that. Like, I don't know. And then, you take stuff in a small dose, and it's gonna get up to where it can harm you. You put too much of something in your body, it will harm you. Just like a cigarette, just like alcohol, all that stuff. Everything, just because it's good for the outside, or just because it's good for someone else, that does not mean that it's, especially if your health isn't that good. You're literally putting poison, you're sitting arsenic on your hair, and you're letting your scalp absorb it into your skin, because that's all the scalp does. It just absorbs stuff into your skin, into your bloodstream, and that's what you do. You're putting poison in your bloodstream. Even though it's in small amounts, it's in small doses, you're doing that. And then you have bacteria coating your follicles, bacteria that you have created yourself in your own home, that you 9 times out of 10 did not know was there. So that's crazy to me. I mean, for me, I just stick to my oils. I use my wild growth oil, I use my keratin oil, or I just protective style. That's the easiest way for me, because slow and steady wins the race. That's literally anytime I go into doing anything and I see that somebody else has got to where I wanted to be first, my thing is slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady wins the race every time. I take my time doing anything. So especially when it comes to altering how my body works, I make sure that it is healthy for me. I make sure that it works for my body. I make sure that it's compatible with my body. I make sure that in the long run, there will be no harmful effects to my body. I hope that if y'all continue to use it, y'all look up the safe levels of arsenic, or how much arsenic is being released into the rice water, and the bacteria, how, like, I don't know, because all bacteria isn't good bacteria. You guys, have a great day. And if you would like to talk about it, you can either leave a comment below and I'll respond, or you can DM me. My Instagram is Tonie.Wan, and my Facebook is just Tonie.Wan, or my Twitter is Tonie Kenobi. If you guys want to talk about it, we can talk about it. If you want to bring some facts, because I love a debate. Like, prove me wrong. If you guys can prove me wrong, that's fine. I love to learn new stuff. I won't negatively argue. I won't even argue. I'll debate. That's what I do. I debate. But until next time, I hope you guys have a great day, and please remember to like, share, comment, and I'll see you guys next time.